Okay, chillins. So, another plug-and-play board. However, this one might be the play-and-play board because though I've mentioned not a fan of second tiers, in this case, the second tier, the slow loris is always on. The Uno, sometimes I'd use for a boost, more for texture than boost. The hypergravity, the mini hypergravity is always on. And the Strymon's always on. Now, sometimes with the Strymon, if I was getting really frisky, the second switch, the B switch, is the same as the A, but with tremolo. So, that's not too bad. Sometimes I could kick that on. So then the only thing on the first row that I would be reaching for is the syntax error, and it's right in the middle, so that works. And then we've got some nice little choices here. The tensor, I decided since I was using vibrato and phaser so much, I really love it with lap steel, that the Numenorian from wrought iron, leather, and effects would be a really good choice. And it's got some nice things. It's got a preamp, it's got gain. I'm not using the gain, but the whelming kind of changes the feel of whatever you're using. It's kind of hard to explain, but if I turn it on, you'd notice. And then the dystopia delay is an amazing delay because it's an analog delay with an incredible preamp, which I'm not going to be using because I'm happy with my sound, but it does crazy pitch stuff. It's amazing. It's a gorgeous delay. And the only thing I was missing when I had the onward here, which we'll talk about the onward in a second, the only thing I was missing was reverse, but I've got this insane reverse textural, like lo-fi thing going on the left side of the mood. That's how I've always used the left side of the mood. It's got you can take a look. Those are my settings. And that left side is like a lo-fi, crazy reverse delay. And, anytime I can get anything Drolo on my board, David Rollo's my bro, so I'm really happy about that. Now, why is the onward not here? Well, the onward's not there because it blew up, or I blew it up, or it shorted out. What happened was, when I put this board together, I wired the out jack, the TS, to the MIDI jack by mistake. And here's a lesson for you. If you power up the pedal with that connected, you lose all dry. I mean, gone, no more dry. So I had to replace it. I sent an email to Chase Bliss and said, hey, guess what I did? And there's no dry. There is wet. There's wet, but no dry. And you know what? That's okay. I needed the reverse delay and I needed my Drolo. So that's the board. Everything you see here is not only plug and play, yellow cat, but I think this is what I'm going to end up with gigging with in London. I have to have really reverb's really important to me, how it sounds, how it feels. And I was using elements of this on other boards, the hypergravity on the Plethora X5 and the slow loris. Anyway, I think I think this is what I'm going to end up with. So let's hear it, shall we?